budget cuts forced 5 parks to close, but now all have reopened, and each time the local community has stepped in to fill the void. Michael Downer went to Roland Cooper today to see the process of reopening a state park.
When Roland Cooper Park reopened, it marked the last park to reopen that was originally closed because of budget cuts last year. And while it means more money for the area, it also means something special for the people.
The black cloud that came last October is completely gone.
So is the park closed sign, as the local community, short on resources, were able to work out a deal to reopen their park.
People of every walk of life has been out here for weeks, just doing what they can to clean this place up.
The park represents money through things like fishing tournaments and tourists, but to figure out what it means to the people, well, all you have to do is ask.
And this is just the diamond in the rough, and that's what I call, this is paradise right here. This is our paradise.
But paradise takes work, especially after state budget cuts led to closed park gates, leaving it untended for months. Now, new fire pits, pine straw, and some weed whacking are still needed, but the locals are here to help.
It's going to take everybody's help. Everybody's going to have to get involved.
Parks across the state have reopened despite them being closed just last year, and it's because of people and their local communities. Now, work still needs to be done on the park, but with the full support, issues should be easy to solve.
I think that it can only get better. It can only get better.
Michael Downer, WSFA 12 News.
The state park system is hoping park closings are a thing of the past. On November's ballot, there will be an amendment allowing state parks to keep their revenue and keep park gates open.
From East Alabama, Auburn University is celebrating a big win, but not on the football field.